Breaking news coming in. Exiled BCCI President N. Srinivasan has filed an affidavit in the Supreme Court asking the Apex Court to reinstate him as the President of the BCCI, as he's been given a clean chit by the Mudgal panel. Srinivasan has asked to be discharged from the undertaking that he had submitted to stay away from his duties. Shivani Gupta is with us for more on the story. Shivani, an affidavit filed by N. Srinivasan on the back of, the Mudgal committee's final report being heard and submitted. He wants to be reinstated and he's asking the Supreme Court to relieve him of those commitments that he'd made to stay away from day-to-day functioning of the BCCI.
That's right, and it's not very surprising because it's coming after the BCCI has already formulated its reply and filed its reply on the Mudgal panel report. Two things came out from that reply. One was that on the specific charge of individual number 3 violating a player code of conduct, the BCCI has made it very clear that that incident has been deduced as one that happened under the presidentship of Shashank Manohar. So they've, in a way, relieved N. Srinivasan of any direct duty in that regard, and also they have said that even the finding that no action was taken against that player is incorrect. The player was orally reprimanded. The violation was of a minor kind. So that is one. And if you look at the other thing, details that came out against N. Srinivasan from the Mudgal report, Srinivasan is claiming that there is absolutely no charge against him. He's been cleared of fixing or match fixing, of betting or match fixing, which are never really the charges against him. But even when it comes to a cover-up or a conflict of interest, the report really doesn't directly say anything apart from this one violation by an individual number 3 who is supposed to be a player. Even on that regard, the BCCI has formulated its reply, and therefore this has kind of cleared the decks for Srinivasan to appeal to the Supreme Court that he should be reinstated. Of course, we are yet to hear just what the petitioners are going to do with regards to this affidavit. Of course, the next hearing is on the 24th of November when BCCI's reply, the petitioner's reply and Srinivasan's appeal, his affidavit is going to come up for hearing.
I want to go across to Ahmed, who's outside court and joining us on this story. Ahmed, tell us more about N. Srinivasan's affidavit in the Supreme Court.
First, I would like to tell you that there are 2 affidavits filed by, earlier the affidavit was filed by BCCI, now the affidavit has been filed by N. Srinivasan.
Yes.
And the second affidavit filed by India Cement, which is the owner of Chennai Super King. In Srinivasan's affidavit, it is clearly written that all the allegations which were made against him were false and malified, except one place. Nowhere in the Mudgal committee said anything about Srinivasan. In Mudgal committee's report, it was written that the Srinivasan, along with 4 other BCCI officials, was aware of the violation of the players' code of conduct by individual, but no action was taken against individual 3 by any of the aforesaid officials who were aware of the infraction. Finally, Srinivasan is saying in his affidavit that there is absolutely nothing in the report incriminating him, and he has already lost close to a year of his elected term on the basis of only false and motivated charges. And he pleads with the Honorable Court. They discharge him from his undertaking and allow him to resume office as the President of BCCI. While in the other affidavit, this affidavit is also filed by R. Srinivasan, and it is said in the affidavit that Mayappan was neither an employee of the India Cement, nor a shareholder, nor a director, and has not drawn any salary, honorarium or compensation of any kind from Chennai Super King or India Cement. So the Chennai Super King should not be it should not be discontinued from the IPL, and if it is done, it will have a serious impact on IPL and in the due process, both under the operation rules and the franchise agreement. If any orders are passed as against Chennai Super King, it could have disastrous consequences not only for Chennai Super King but also for the entire league. The cricketers involved, third parties such as sponsors, apart from millions of its Super Kings being arguably the most valuable and the most popular team in the Indian Premier League, let's say in the affidavit. Shiv.
Thanks, Ahmed, for getting us that comprehensive update. Shivani, clearly on expected lines. The brazenness of N. Srinivasan continues, and also unsurprising given, like we discussed a couple of days ago, the BCCI, far from distancing itself from this entire affair, has thrown its entire power and weight behind Srinivasan.
Yes, and what's very interesting to note what Aziz was talking there, that they've not just defended Srinivasan with regards to that individual 3 episode, they've also again refuted another charge made by the Mudgal report on Gurunath Mayappan. Remember, on Gurunath, the Mudgal report clearly states that he has been found to be a team official or a deemed team owner. Now, what Aziz is bringing to us is that in that affidavit filed by India Cements, which is the owner of Chennai Super Kings, they have even refuted that charge, that Gurunath Mayappan was not an official, that he did not draw any salary, he was not a shareholder. So on a technicality perhaps they have refuted that charge as well, and on that basis India Cements, Chennai Super Kings, N. Srinivasan can all distance themselves from Gurunath Mayappan's activities and therefore claim that no action should be taken on Chennai Super Kings.
Thanks Shivani, thanks Ahmed for getting us that story. The N. Srinivasan attempt to get back to the helm of affairs of the BCCI is unbridled, it's unstoppable, and it won't stop until he's really back.